Hey guys, good Monday morning. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you a short clip of me crashing my bicycle not too long ago at a local skate park. You got to wait for the end of this. Years ago, when I was just a kid, now keep in mind, I'm 54 now, but when I was a teenager, man, I was an ace on a BMX bike. In fact, all of my friends were. That's who I really associated with, were the old school BMXers and skateboard guys. In fact, I kind of still do. But I was probably 13 or something when a friend of mine and we built a half pipe in the backyard. All my friends would gather at the half pipe. We all rode BMX, we all rode skateboard. It was a time. Now you have to understand, this is back in the early to mid 80s when it was all real still fresh and new. Nowadays, you're watching these guys on YouTube and they're doing things that we could have never, ever even imagined. Our standard was the magazines. Like, we could see guys in magazines doing tricks, but that was pretty much it. And all those guys were out in California and they were all pros and they were all sponsored, not us. I'll never forget the first time that I got air. Do you know what that means? It's when you get to the top and you actually get above the ramp, the coping, that metal pipe that's right there at the top. I'll never forget when I finally got to the top. Now, all of my friends, we rode every day, and none of us had ever actually gotten air. Like, we would just ride up and ride back down and go back and forth and try to do some tricks, but I finally got air. Like, I set the standard. I set the mark of perfection, and man, it was fantastic. I came back down and my friends were like, "You got air." I'm like, I know, I was there. They're like, "How'd you do it?" I'm like, "I don't know. Just made a couple of adjustments and now I'm getting air." One of the things that I remember is in the magazines, we would see all the pros and their half pipes. They would have this pole that would go way up to about 10 feet. And it would have graduation marks like every foot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 10 feet. So after I got air, I got the bright idea of getting a pole. And the only thing I could find was a 5-foot pole. And we probably duct taped it or something to the side of the ramp. But we spray painted graduation marks all the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And eventually I got to the top. I was able to get a 5-foot air. Like, this took a whole summer, but I would graduate. And you know what it is when you're excited about something and you're getting better and better and better. Like, you can ride all day, all night, no food, no sleep, just keep going because you're graduating and it's fun. I became like the neighborhood celebrity. I was like a pro, you know what I mean? It was crazy looking back. It was silly, but in the moment, it was awesome. I was getting 5 feet airs. I mean, I would have to do, like today they would say, just send it. And I would just send it. I'd give it everything I could. And I would blast off of that ramp, get 5 feet up, and then come back down safely. I look back now, and I never got more than 5 feet. I probably rode for several more years, but I never got more than 5 feet. And I know now what it is. That bar that we duct taped or screwed to the side of the ramp, that became the standard. And I can only look back now and say, I didn't know that all I had to do was raise the bar. I just had to raise the standard. I want you to know this before we watch the video of me crashing recently. You can always do less, but you will never go higher than your standard. I want to encourage you today, right now, begin setting the standard higher. And when you reach it, set the standard higher. If it's finances, if it's the number of houses washed, if it's the number of hours working, if it's the number of hire-ons that you're implementing into the, what is it? And just keep going, because you can always do less, but you'll never do more than your standard. All right, here we go.
No guts, no glory. That was all glory. That was good.
It felt good.
So there you have it. I'm getting older, but man, I'm still loving life. Hey, this week I will be in Orlando, Florida for Sales Boost 2025. I'll be speaking on Wednesday at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll leave a link in the description. I hope you can make it. If you're within driving distance, I'll be flying down, and we're going to have a great time at Sales Boost. I look forward to meeting you there. God bless. Have a great week.